The Anachronauts. They travel through time by downloading history to their brains and archive the past in order to save the future. With their trusty brain download computer, the Epoch Traverser, they randomly visit the past year after year. Join them as they embark on their next adventure. Prepare yourself for Anachronology.
Welcome back, 2001 episode. We are here rounding third base. Thank you for making it this far. We've got one more segment, one more category. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to tell you right now. Tom, what do we got?
Let's get into it, folks. Final category here in 2003 is TV. That's right, the boob tube. Everybody was watching it back then. You didn't have fucking YouTube. You didn't have TikTok. Any of that shit. You just had, the big box in the living room where you had a fight to watch whatever goddamn show you wanted to watch that night.
Cable.
Or you, what did you do? At that point, I don't even know if TiVo was out at that point in 2001. It might have been the old VCR record if you had to record your stories.
Man, I know TiVo was on one of our previous episodes.
It was, but I don't remember which one.
Can't remember which year it was. If it was like 299, we didn't do 2000. So yeah, I don't know. It could have
been right on the cusp of having the TiVos.
Yeah, like you said, we had no Twitch, no YouTube, no Netflix, no Kickstream or whatever the hell else is going on. You had
none of it.
You had your regular TV, cable, or premium channels if you're lucky.
That's right. And obviously, if you weren't watching, 9/11, if you weren't watching the War on Terror, if you weren't watching anthrax scares in 2001, you were watching TV shows. So let's hit a couple of shows. Let's see if we remember them. I know that from the list that AI producer and I came up with, there are definitely some that I was surprised had actually premiered in 2001, and then some that I knew absolutely nothing about. So we're going to get into that right now. We talked about this one at the top of the show, 24. We'd be remiss to not mention it. Premiered November 6, 2001 on Fox. Obviously, as Clay mentioned, a real-time action thriller follows Jack Bauer, a counterterrorism agent, as he races against time to thwart terrorist plots every fucking episode.
Man, there is the guy who plays the president. God, what the hell is that guy's name? He was in a previous episode. He was the actor that played Spencer in Spencer for Hire, like the one-off season he got of that.
Absolutely, yeah.
I can't remember the blonde girl who played his daughter. She got real big off this for playing cute blonde American looking girl. I can't remember if that was God, I can't remember what her name was, but
launched a lot of careers.
Yeah. His buddy who was like the best friend, he was like a character actor that's been in a bunch of shit. Yeah, there was a lot of even if they weren't like, let's say, particularly A-list actors, aside from obviously Kiefer Sutherland, there was like still for being a gimmicky show, quality actors, quality recurring characters.
Yeah, and I think at the time there wasn't a ton of selection for this caliber of television. Obviously everything was filmed very cinematically. More feeling of a higher budget, and people really liked it. Honestly, I've never seen a single episode of it. I've never watched it. I never got down on it, but I know people herald it at that time.
I want to say that I probably watched. I want to say at least like 3 or 4 seasons. I think.
Oh, wow.
I want to say like I 100% like 3, and then I want to say probably right around there. You can tell the quality of the show. They have to start like, how can we make this up the stakes, make it like as if it wasn't like fucking believable to begin with. But the ride that you were on in the earlier seasons, it was a little more like, okay, yeah, I could buy this. I'll and then it's like, what the fuck? Once you get to how much more of a superhero without having superpowers can we make Jack Bauer?
Absolutely.
It's just kind of like,
And any show like that, at some point or another, it's either like you kind of know where you're going to go with it. Like you kind of know. And at this point, too, it was like people just wanted to make as many seasons as possible in 2001. That was the idea. Live forever, make 10 seasons of a show. So there was never a real end point. But then everything starts to feel serial. Then it just starts to feel like you're saying, like, there's all these kinds of like plot points and seasons, but there's nothing tying the big story together. It's just insanity.
And every episode is just, Jack, but you have to listen to me. We have to do this right now. And then
you have 24 hours again.
Every 6 minutes they had to do something right now. Yeah,
do something right now.
Yeah, that's what they had to do for 24 episodes.
That's awesome. All right, moving on. Smallville premiered October 16th, 2001 on the WWB. Chronicles the teenage years of Clark Kent in the fictional town of Smallville, Kansas, as he discovers his powers and origins. Another one, I never watched a single episode, but I knew it existed. I mean, I'm a Superman fan. I dig that, story. I dig the DC kind of character. I just didn't get pulled into this. This kind of fell into that kind of like soapy teen thing that the WB, even to this day, is still known for. And I feel like this really was the experimental piece for it. And this went on for a few seasons. I mean, Smallville had fans. It went on for a long time, but it just never captivated me.
I really liked this show, not when it was on, after the fact, though, because there was the blonde actress who was part of that sex cult. So I became very interested.
No shit. Wow, that's a fucking tie-in.
No, I also never watched one episode of this show. But the guy who plays Lex Luthor, the bald guy, he has a podcast, and it is no Anachronology, let me tell you that. But it is when he has actors on. So, like the algorithm, right? It'll feed you stuff. And every time I've been like, oh, this actor that I like is on this guy's podcast. And he'll ask this Lex Luthor guy will ask whoever is interviewing a question, and they will start getting, I don't know, a couple sentences in, and then he'll be like, hey, don't you find that? Yeah, because that would happen with me. Every time he goes to, like, the person goes to answer, he just interjects himself. I want to be like, bro, maybe
when I was playing, hold on, can I just interrupt you? When I was playing Lex Luthor in Smallville, like, I hate when people do that, and that's so self-serving. Like, why are you having a podcast then?
Bro, geez, maybe you're the reason why Smallville ended, because you were stepping on everybody's lines, man. But yeah, so I never watched this episode of the show. The blonde girl was at a sex cult, and this guy can't interview people. That's what I know.
Yeah, and again, I mean, this guy, the Superman, the Clark Kent choice of actor here wouldn't. I mean, he's just too pretty. He's just too beautiful. He's like a Superman fucking model.
And if he's supposed to be like 15, dude, he looks like he's 30 being 15. Like they didn't do a good adult for high school actor choice.
No, they didn't. So that's the WB just schlocking it up on superheroes to start.
Saying, what's cracking?
Next up is Scrubs. Premiere date October 2nd, 2001 on NBC, a medical comedy drama that offers a humorous and often poignant look at the lives of medical interns and doctors.
All right,
Bill
so here's
Lawrence
one
jam too.
I don't know if I've seen many episodes of Scrubs, and I can remember laughing at quite a bit of them.
Yeah.
John McGinley, the dude who plays Dr. Cox, like the mentor guy, he's fucking great.
Funny.
The dude who plays the janitor guy, he's fucking good. The guy who plays the old guy, he's a right bastard. He's funny. And then all of the younger people, they all serve the roles very well. And I remember, what's her name? Sarah Chalk.
Sarah Chalk, yeah,
the buddy. Oh, just falling in love with her, like girl next door, Looky Loos.
So hot too. Yeah. And then obviously Donald Faison and Zach Braff. I mean, I feel like same thing. I've seen a bunch of the episodes. I haven't seen the breadth of the series. I haven't watched every episode. Bill Lawrence is a winner. Guy makes great TV. Christ, I mean, Ted Lasso as of late, and all these other great hits that he attaches himself to. But I think that they dared to make really weird and outlandish episodes and like challenge themselves a lot, and that was fun. Like when they would push the level and just make weird themed episodes. And I think they're a show that fell into the whole like they just went on for too long scenario, but that was again the time, how many can you make? And then they just kind of sputtered out. I even think that they did a whole other Scrubs with like new people too. I think like the main people left, and they like Zach Braff didn't want to do it anymore, and there was like even like a new class of Scrubs, and that just fell flat.
That's what Bill Lawrence was able to make Ted Lasso. He's like, all right, I'll license you to some Scrubs. Just give me some moolah to make Ted Lasso. And always like funny with heart, because that makes sense too with him with Ted Lasso. It's like funny with heart.
Yeah, that was the feeling here too. I felt like there always was like, some goofy shit with a lesson at the end. Alias dropped in 2001, September 30th, 2001 on ABC. This spy drama follows Sidney Bristow, a double agent for the CIA, posing as an operative for a criminal organization. Honestly, also another show I don't think I've ever watched.
Tom, we're gonna file this one under Mom Show. My mom loved this show.
Really? Mom loved Alias.
My mom loved this
Interesting.
show.
Okay.
I also have never seen an episode of this one. And I think the whole thing was, it was just every episode she would be like a different character or something, right? Wouldn't she
Okay.
like that?
Yeah.
Hence the title Alias.
Yeah,
So
a different wig every
yeah.
episode or something, a different accent. She's Russian this episode. She's Bolivian
Yeah.
this episode or some shit.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen, but I think that was like her. That was her.
Yeah.
That was her. Like the mission she needed to complete required her to be there in person, but in order to be there, she had to have this haircut and, like you said, this accent.
This also was a J.J. Abrams jam.
Yep.
J.J. Abrams' name was all over this. This was obviously also a kind of a big push for him, getting his name out to the forefront of television. And then I think he did Lost right after Alias. And I even think that Terry O'Quinn, who plays John Locke, is like a prominent character in Alias as well. So you can feel all the little kind of the little universe that possibly starts to build here in Alias. And I mean, look, you're getting some prime Jennifer Garner here. So she's on top of her game. I mean, wasn't she in like Daredevil before this?
Yeah, right around. Yeah, because if this is 2001, yeah, it's got to be. That was Daredevil's like right around there.
Yeah, so I guess if the shoe fit, and like you said, it's got some mom TV vibes too. Yeah, moms just loved it. 2001, this is kind of cool and pretty big, gave us the UK Office. Premiere date July 9th, 2001. It aired on BBC Two, a mockumentary-style sitcom that depicts the everyday lives of office employees working at Wernham Hogg Paper Company in the UK. And there they are, the original cast of the fucking Office. Ricky Gervais, you got Martin Freeman, and I don't know these other people's names, but those two people went on to do really big fucking things after this.
Yeah, that guy was in a bunch of Pirates of the Caribbean. I can't remember what he was in. It's funny to see like this flavor of like this Office is vastly different from the American one, but for what is it, 20 episodes or like 20? There's only like what, 2 seasons
Not many.
to this. Yeah, there's
And
like 2 seasons.
Like
I think
Christmas special too that they
and a Christmas special.
Yeah.
But the humor of the world that Gervais created here is, I think it's very, although not duplicated in the way the American Office is, the replication of the humor that can be found doing the like documentary style sitcom, or I should say sitcom, documentary style show that is a sitcom but doesn't play like a sitcom. And I think I'm trying to think if there was like a movie that did this kind of thing before, like Zelig, kind of like Woody Allen, but that's kind of like a faux documentary. That's kind of like This Is Spinal Tap. Like, so this is like, you know what I mean? So it's they made like this was a movie, like this has been done as a movie before, but not in a show. And this faux documentary style works very well, not only in this instance, but then when they fast forward a little bit and you get it over in the United States as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that it really had it was in its own kind of bubble when it came out in the UK. I remember seeing it and just thinking it was really goofy and funny. And I'll tell you, I remember the premiere of the American version of The Office, I fucking hated it. And I was like, that first episode was just basically the same pilot episode of the UK version. And it definitely took a while for it to get its own ground, but man, when it did, it just soared, you know. And like, man, to be Ricky Gervais, like, oh, Jesus Christ, dude, what a paycheck.
Dude,
like,
he is.
And you got to think about the licensing of just The Office, and then like, you know, there's probably all different countries have a version of The Office too. I mean, we love our American version, but I'm saying like he really created something that works so much so that even all the people that like created the American Office, all those producers, look at all the Parks and Recreations and things that spun off that are exactly kind of in the same world, like you're saying, as this style of TV that became super popular.
Yeah, and him as that fucking boss is such a piece
Oh
of
my
shit. He's great.
god,
He's
bro.
he's
David
incredible as that
Brent.
boss. Yeah, David, he's incredible.
He's so good. Yeah, it's a great show. I haven't seen it in forever, but yeah, do
Uh-huh.
yourself a favor if you haven't. You should totally watch it.
Yeah, it's only like 20 episodes or something, if that.
It's very easy to chew through. All right, let's talk about Band of Brothers. That came out in 2001 as well. September 9th, 2001, HBO, 10-part miniseries based on the experiences of Easy Company, a unit of the 506 Parachute Infantry. I haven't seen this in a while, but I mean, seriously, probably one of my favorite and what I feel one of the best interpretations of war on television.
What was the it just came out like this past year. It had Austin Butler,
Mm.
the airman version of Band of Brothers.
Masters of the Sky.
Okay.
Did you
Uh
watch it?
so I saw a couple episodes of it, and it's not that they were not good. They were perfectly adequate for the period piece, the acting in it, the story that was being told in the episodes I saw. But compared to Band of Brothers, it may be like Band of Brothers for those air servicemen, but it ain't no Band of Brothers. Like this show is excellent from start to finish.
Top
There's like
caliber.
one's like slow. Yeah, there's like one kind of slow episode near the end, but I mean the war is over. So what else do you want? I mean, it's the
Yeah,
war being over.
and it's just obviously an amazing pedigree of up and coming actors that graced all the different episodes. I mean,
Mhm.
really, like everybody nowadays who's super successful was in at least one episode. I mean, you had Steven Spielberg, Tom Hanks
Mhm.
executive producing after the kind of coming off of the Saving Private Ryan thing that was super popular in that time. But their style is great, and it's just like I mean, some of the episodes are just insane, like just I always think of the Bastogne episode.
Oh
That's
yeah.
like that one just always blew my mind
You
every
just
time I'd see it.
freaking a lot of limbs getting blown off in that episode. The shrapnel from the exploding rounds and the trees just
So
raining
crazy.
down just splinters. Awful.
It's so crazy, but yeah, it's great. And like you said, I think they did the Pacific. They tried to do it again with the Pacific. That
And
that series just didn't land as well as I think Band of Brothers did.
they waited too long.
Same with the new one. Yeah, I think so too. But yeah, this one's great. I mean, I feel like you can watch it anytime you want on HBO, but you just kind of you get sucked into them. Is it 10
Yeah,
episodes?
10 episodes. Yep.
Yep, 10. It's perfect. Band of Brothers. Oh yeah, and the hits keep coming. I guess this is another big one, another HBO darling in 2001. We got premiere 6 Feet Under, June 3rd, 2001. This drama series centers on a family that runs a funeral home and explores themes of life and death.
Okay, I remember seeing quite a bit of this. Like, I want to say I saw the first 2 seasons, definitely at least.
Hmm.
And it was always like each episode because they work at a funeral home. There's always at least like one, dead body that they're dealing with. So hence, like the show's theme was kind of like um, I don't want to say like paralleled the person who deceased, but that was how like the amount of time that was going on in each episode was like I don't know if it was a week in the day in the life of this family, but I say all that to say the fact that they made this is Ellen Ball, I believe.
Ellen Ball,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. The fact that they made working at a family, a dysfunctional family in a funeral home, be very like sympathetic, be very humorous, be very engaging. The mom's a fucking Looney Tune. Yeah, I'm trying to remember who that actress is. But yeah, like cast all very well, a very good cast, shot very well. I didn't see the full
No.
run.
I watched it in and out. I would catch episodes. My wife liked watching it back in the day, and I'd like pop in and watch it. I mean, Michael C. Hall obviously
Yep.
really cut his teeth in that show. And yeah, and I mean, Alan Ball is great and went on to do a lot of other great things too. But yeah, I think this is just one of those early HBO darlings of like this is mixed in there with like one of their bigger properties they
Yeah,
launched with.
because didn't he write American Beauty? They're like, give me American Beauty,
Yeah,
but not a movie. Give me a TV show, American Beauty. And
pretty much.
he said, I can do that.
Yeah, I got you. Let's go. 2001, moving on in TV, we got Undeclared.
Oh man, I completely forgot about this show.
I did too, and I when I saw it come up in here, September 25th, 2001, it premiered on Fox. a college sitcom focusing on the lives of freshmen as they navigate the challenges of university life.
Dude, that's what's his name? That guy looks so young. The Canadian guy in the middle there.
Jay Baruchel.
Jay Baruchel. Oh my god, he's like messing with my freaking memory.
Oh,
I
he
couldn't
looks like a
remember.
little baby. Look at, he got a young Seth Rogen,
Oh,
Charlie Hunnam from fucking Sons of Anarchy. Look at him, looking like a little bitch over there, and he hardened up to do that fucking show.
And he doesn't he have his he's got his like his real accent in this show, right? And Undeclared.
Yeah,
He's
you're
got
right.
His,
He does have
he's got
his UK accent.
Yeah, his UK accent, yeah.
And a Judd Apatow darling, Paul Feig and Judd Apatow, I think, coming together again after Freaks and Geeks a few years before. And this is, I mean, I think it's funny. I mean, you know, Judd Apatow is one of those guys. He really tried for a while with TV. This is another just one season, one and done. But it's good. It's funny. It's almost like if Freaks and Geeks went to college. So you got that experience. And some other people from Freaks and Geeks were in this. I remember what's his name? Jason Tall guy. Jason Segel is great in this. He plays like the psycho ex-boyfriend.
Yes,
so hilarious.
Yes, that's right.
He's so funny.
He's like the best part. Oh man.
Yeah, and he's super like intense and emotional. And you know, I mean, for anybody that's lived in a dorm or college life, they definitely make fun of that. But I haven't seen it in a while. I thought it was funny at the time. I really laughed at it.
Yeah, easy to chew through. Yeah, just being the one season. Like definitely didn't get its due. It was good. It was good enough to have, much like Freaks and Geeks. Freaks and Geeks definitely deserved more seasons, but Undeclared definitely put out the pasture too early.
Yeah, it did. And then like really, you know, I think it just Judd Apatow had to wait some years later to kind of really hit it off and making movies. But yeah, I mean, I think these are his little time capsules back here, Undeclared and Freaks and Geeks even further back. Moving on, the Bernie Mac show.
Oh,
R.I.P. Gone too soon. His show premiered November 14th, 2001 on Fox. Sitcom starring Bernie Mac as fictional version of himself, raising his sister's 3 kids. Look at him. Never really saw the Bernie Mac show, but I mean, I guess I can vouch that I always liked Bernie Mac.
Oh yeah, love Bernie Mac.
So funny in everything he did. He had his way. And I think Bernie Mac, I would say like in the late 90s, probably up until I mean, maybe even the 2010, the model for most sitcoms in big studios were just like funny comedian, offer him a sitcom. That was the way everybody slid into basically going to television. And I think this was his vehicle. Basically, it was like, yeah, just be funny. You have a family and go.
Yeah, I mean, I have no ill will towards Bernie Mac. Nothing bad to say about Bernie Mac. Except I've never saw your show, Bernie. I didn't even know you had a show, Bernie. But I'm as formulaic as it might have been. I guarantee you that he probably did a good job on it because it's Bernie Mac, and Bernie Mac's the man.
It's B Mac.
Yeah.
And then speaking of giving anybody a show, Reba, they gave Reba McEntire a show October 5th, 2001. Shocker on the WB. Sitcom follows the life of Reba Hart, a single mother dealing with life's challenges after a divorce.
Why?
I guess.
Why?
Like, sure. I mean, and all these people just like, I hate everybody on this cast. I never watched this show. I never will. Sure. Again, just a typical, like some executives like, you know who would be great in this show?
If this dude was just driving to work or his wife was listening to a Reba McEntire CD and she said, "Hey honey, do you work in TV? Can you give Reba a show?" And he's like, "What? No, I can't give you." She's like, "Do you want me to take the kids and half of your money? Give Reba a show."
All right, I will. And there it was.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense why Reba has a show.
Nope. So that was Reba. And then this I never even heard of either. A show called Crossing Jordan. This picture says a lot. You have Jerry O'Connell pointing a gun at us. Premiere date September 24th, 2001. NBC medical drama revolving around Dr. Jordan Kavanaugh, a forensic pathologist with a troubled past. Now that's a log line, bitch. That's a fucking log line. I would assume girl in the middle is Dr. Jordan Kavanaugh.
Yeah,
I don't know why Jerry O'Connell has no business being in this show. This guy's a character actor.
He's done in so many things.
I'm sure he's playing some angry detective, police person. and they're crossing
there's
Jordan.
there's so many things that guy's been in. I can't remember his name. It's killing me. He's that guy. He's like, oh, that guy.
That guy. Yeah. He's always like authoritative and he's kind of stern. And yeah, Jerry O'Connell just had a great agent.
Jerry O'Connell. Like yes, I can keep my kids in private school. Thank God.
But no, I don't. This one just escaped me. I don't really remember this one at all. Wouldn't have watched it on network NBC. Sticking with NBC, another premiere in 2001 was Law and Order: Criminal Intent. Dick Wolf just salivating. Dude, yeah, we got D'Onofrio in it. Procedural crime drama focused on the investigations of major case squad of NYPD. So
okay, which one is this called again? This is
called Criminal Intent. Law and Order.
Oh, Criminal Intent.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
So many,
but this is Law and Order, though. This is Law and Order.
Yeah, this bought another one of Dick Wolf's houses. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, it's like I can't keep up with these damn things.
There's so many of them. Fucking Law and Orders, and like that's the thing is like you talk about just like what a career, man. Like just bam, they're just like, hey, Dick, what do you got? You got another Law and Order? What do you got? What's this one called? We got it. All right, cool.
Yep. Chicago, Boston, DC. Where do you got to give me something? Just give me a city, and then I can go from there.
Special Victims Unit. Great. What other units can we make shows about? It's like, dude, it's the most amazing show. Like my wife has
Law
an obsession with it, and she'll watch. She watched the original, like the like Jerry Orbach one, right? Yeah, so she watched that, and I swear to God, she started watching it, and I would come back, she's still watching it. Lenny Bristow was the character, and I was like, how many fucking seasons is he on? She's like, oh, this is the 9th episode or the 9th season. I'm like, bro, I mean, just unbelievable. It's so many lives on Law and Order.
I think he was on that show until he died, I'm pretty sure.
He probably died while filming it, honestly. Jerry, you're on. Jerry?
Yeah, just wheel him out there. We'll fix him in post.
We just need to get him in the wide shot, and then you can take him away. But yeah, I mean, they're just what an institution Law and Order is. Just like, and some people just love it. It's all they want to watch is Law and Order.
Yeah, and I do know too. There's like a running joke. It's like if you're like a comedian, like, oh, what Law and Order episode are you on? Like that is like if you're like a New York actor or a New York wannabe comedian, like you always get cast on Law and Order. It's like the joke is, oh yeah, what Law and Order episode you on?
It's a rite of passage. Like some people play dead bodies or like deadbeats,
jogger,
drug addicts,
mugging victim. Yeah,
it's pretty great. All right. Also, The Amazing Race premiered September 5th, 2001 on CBS, a reality competition show where teams race around the world facing various challenges and tasks. Never watched it. I know people loved it. I think it's a Mark Burnett show, and he's fucking massive reality TV producer. I think he did Survivor too, which is this is their next big thing. And it's just basically like, it's like Cannonball Run, right? Yeah. It's just like, let's go. And you just go and do crazy shit to win money and race other people, I assume.
Yeah. The only thing that I've seen in this show is when I've seen like a super clip of when people like get into fights because like, I told you we shouldn't have gone to the train station in Karachi. It's like, well, I didn't know about the taxi cab stand in Egypt. So it's like people freaking out because they know that like their ability to win $1 million is rapidly diminishing. And they're like a husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend. You just see their fucking like, you know, their relationship be compressed into just a ball of stress in another country. So like I haven't seen a whole show, but I have seen a super clip where they've just like at each other's throats. So if you can make some high drama, I'm sure it's why it's probably still on TV.
I think it is still on TV. So it's been rocking and rolling. It's one of those things like they're just gonna spin it and spin it and spin it forever. But yeah, I know a lot of people liked it and watched it and probably still watch it to this day.
Milk it.
Moving on. Monk premiered. Tony Shalhoub and Monk, July 12th, 2001 on USA Network. Comedy drama series about Adrian Monk, former detective with obsessive compulsive disorder, who becomes a private consultant. So basically kind of almost like a little Columbo thing going on here, but this went on for a long time. I know a lot of people that just adore this character.
Yeah, so I've seen a couple clips of this show, and the thing that kills me about, at least maybe the episodes are different. Like I think I've only seen again like clips of a couple of them. Like the comedic relief, like the writing of what is supposed to be funny. I applaud Tony Shalhoub for actually like just
Yeah.
putting his work fucking hat on and being like, okay, well, I will do this because this is what is written down in the script. But it's fucking atrocious. Like it is just horrible, horrible what is supposed to pass for a joke. Like the thing that sticks out of my mind is somehow he's in like a jail, and you know it says like he's all OCD and worried about germs, and all these guys are like start like crowding him to like get into a fight, and then he's supposed to not want to touch anything, but then he is like, I don't know, brushing off something off their collar, or like him again, it's going against everything that we know about the character for not wanting to touch things. And then what does he do to get a joke? He starts touching things that he wouldn't normally touch. So it's like when I was watching this, my mind was like breaking. I'm like, you're fucking, I don't even have anything invested in the show except all I know is what you've given me about the character. You've completely broken that rule for the character. So I was like, I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, it seemed to fit the mold of these kinds of USA Network shows that came out, like Psych's another one that I can think of that just felt very much along those lines, like somebody with a weird condition that's helping like literal like detectives solve crimes and shit, you know? It's
Dude,
like
I think they have one now where there's like a straight up like a kid with autism or like an actor, and he's like a doctor. It's like he's like Doogie Howser and House put together.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Again, and I feel like as of recent, they've brought the character back and they've done other Monk like little mini movies and stuff. So people like dig the whole Monk thing. That's fun.
Monk fruit, monkfish.
Monk fruit. Moving on. Invader
Zim.
Zim. March 30th, 2001, a Nickelodeon release animated series about alien named Zim who attempts to conquer Earth. I can't say I've ever seen an episode of Invader Zim.
I've seen a couple episodes of Invader Zim, especially like back at this time, or I should say, 2000, several years after this. I was dating a girl, and she liked this show. And there is like the thing that I remember about this character is he's an alien, and the people that he interacts with, no one knows that he's an alien, and he's so over the top that like just his anger at all the humans. I remember getting a kick out of that because he wants to, you know, conquer the world, but he is unable to meet his the means of his end here. But yeah, I didn't watch a bunch of it. Like I dated a girl who liked it, but I can remember him like always yelling and getting a kick out of him being upset. So
interesting. Never caught it.
Monk. Better than the humor on Monk, I will tell you that.
Oh wow, challenging Monk. All right. Yeah, Invader Zim came out. Also, The Tick premiered.
Oh, live action.
A live action Tick based off of the cartoon of the same name. It premiered November 8th, 2001 on Fox, live action superhero comedy. Obviously, it's got like Putty from fucking Seinfeld. That actor is The Tick. You know, it's funny, like this kind of show would probably work better now and today. And I feel it would have been a better fit in like the just content struggle of different streaming services and the different kinds of things and adaptations that have been made. But this really fell flat. I remember watching like one or two of the episodes when they came out. I was familiar and had seen a few of the Tick cartoon episodes and just it didn't feel necessary at the time to make this. They just did it.
I wonder what the visual effects, because I don't remember seeing any of this at all. I wonder how. I mean, I'm loving the practical suits, the practical costuming, but that begs the question: with this being like superheroes, what the hell does the visual effects of the superhero stuff they have to do on the show look like? It can't be good.
Yeah, I would assume it really wasn't incredible, and obviously for a television budget on Fox, and that was probably it too, is something like this because of the high concept. I'm sure it was expensive just making the suits and doing all this shit. So either it was a success or it lasted a season and they canceled it. That'd be my guess.
Putty, so, yeah, you're done. Hit the bricks, Putty.
You're done, buddy. Sorry.
Patrick Warburton.
Let's see. What else do we have? We have.
Who's that? Not Fred Armisen as the sidekick there? Like, who is that guy? Not David.
Eliminate.
Oh, I feel like I feel
I've
like
totally watched some late night Eliminate
yeah.
after a couple drinks to just absolutely laugh at how pathetic everybody on that show was. That was I think I don't know where that started, if that was on TBS or AI producer doesn't have the network, but a reality dating show where one contestant goes on a date with 4 contestants and eliminates
And
them
then
one
it's
by one. So
either one.
basically, if you were a guy, you just
Trash.
made out with all 4 of these kind of, hate to say it, slutty women that were just all there to win the prize of this one person they were out on a date with. And it was just like the most base shit ever. Like it was like prime, trashy reality TV. It was a shit show, really.
Yeah, just garbage people like in LA.
Garbage
That's all. Yeah, it
people.
was just garbage people in LA. That's all this was. It was great.
Yeah, the casting, like
Yeah.
the casting wrangle was probably fucking like, you're an out of work actor. Great, come on and do
Come
this.
on over.
Everybody was like shallow and conceited, and
Yeah. Do you want to go for tacos and mini golf? Come on over. We got to eliminate.
it literally was. It was just like episodes where like, because the whoever the person that was taking all the people out on the date, I'm sure they worked with a producer to have little competitions, but it always just led down to, all right, now let's make out.
Yeah.
All right, let me just like stick my tongue down your throat, and like usually they would all judge based on who the hottest chick was anyway, and vice versa. Like the hottest person usually won,
Yeah.
and it was just
That's
super
the way.
fucking shallow,
That's what the realest thing about this reality TV show was that happening.
That's pretty much what it
Yeah.
was. But yeah, total trash television. We got 2 more. This one is actually kind of an Easter egg. I remember this show coming out, and I remember watching the premiere of it. Did not last long. From the minds of South Park, Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
That's My Bush.
Bush premiered on my birthday, April 4th, 2001, Comedy Central Jam. And it was just a sitcom parodying the life of George W. Bush. It was outrageous and weird, and I don't know really, maybe it was just a foray with the South Park guys trying something different with Comedy Central. I remember they made fun of a lot of like 80s sitcoms, like they had like the next door neighbor that would come in and get like the round of applause, and the guy that played Bush he did a pretty good Bush impression.
Didn't he have the tagline? He's like, honey, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Like, wasn't that his tagline?
Yeah, Laura. Yeah.
So I remember reading something from if not both of them, that must have been Trey or Matt, either one. But I guess they didn't continue the show because I think there was some concern of actively mocking the president when we were at war. So I guess that was, I don't know if like themselves made the decision or if the network made. It seems like something more of like the network would tell them they can't do this. But I believe that was the reason given, was it wasn't seen as like a good idea to spend a half hour every week of literally of the guy who is like in charge of killing, like sending men to go die and kill people, to have this kind of farcical sitcom about him. But yeah, that guy who played Bush was great.
Yeah, and again, just super short-lived, probably a super short first season. But oh man, it's probably lost. I mean, I'm sure if you go search the internet somewhere, you could find a couple of clips or even an episode of that.
The guy's name Timothy Bottoms. Is that the name of the guy? Plays him. I think that's it.
Definitely. I mean, I know I can see the guy on the left who plays, looks like Rumsfeld.
Oh yeah.
That dude's a character actor. He's been in a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I know Laura, the Laura Bush actress, is somebody of note as well. So they actually landed some pretty decent people. And I mean, I at the time I watched it because I would have watched anything those guys put out. And yeah, I checked it out, and it just didn't last longer than a season.
Yeah, went to war.
Sorry, guys, we're in war, and the president does not like you making fun of him.
Yeah,
so
commander of chief.
That. Let's round off TV 2001 with the final show, which I think it was a great show at the time. I think it jumped the shark after a while, and I think got watered down. But premiere of Reno 911, also on Comedy Central, July 23rd. 2001 mockumentary style series about the antics of a fictional Reno, Nevada police department. These guys, now what's really great about this is this is kind of the brain trust of the state right here. You got Tom Lennon. I really only know Tom Lennon. I know that Tom Lennon and at least 2 or 3 of those people were all from the state.
Guy on the left, and then the woman in the middle of their glasses on. I can't remember her.
Harry something.
Yeah.
Last name, but it's so awesome to see these people come together. I think they just like how Ricky Gervais found a nice place to play around in, a nice space with the mockumentary thing. They just took Cops and spun it on its head, but there was always like really funny guest comedians that would come on the show. And I'd say the first few seasons of it was pretty great.
Yeah, they definitely the humor when this show hits, it's very, very funny, and when it's forced, it's pretty damn forced. But I can't believe this is 2001, because I feel like there's like the new season of Reno 911 starts in May. I'm like, they're still making the show 20 plus years later. Like, that doesn't seem like I might be misremembering.
Anyway, I think came back, and I think there was even a fucking movie that they made at some point. But yeah, I think
hang it up.
What we've seen now is possibly a desperate comeback for content. But
hang it up.
You're right. They had possibly, I'd say 2, maybe 3 of like really kind of unique, funny seasons, and then everything else felt pretty graspy.
Yeah, geez, hang it up, boys.
But that's it, folks. That is the round off for
2001.
2001. Did you watch any of these shows? Did we miss any? Let us know. But yeah, I mean, I highly advise. There's always ways with streaming nowadays. You can hunt down pretty much anything that's old. So go at it if you have an interest in finding any of those fine television programs.
Call your mom. See what her favorite episode of Alias is.
Yeah, Mom, what's up? Tell me about Alias. All right, so before we get out of here, let's end in fashion here. Let's end with a seggy, not just any seggy, a fave seggy here we like to do at Anachronology called Dollar Store Celebrities. It sounds exactly like it is. Obviously, the kind of, I guess, this kind of group of non-impressive doppelgangers that we have gathered here to sort through, kind of looks like this person, but it's not. Maybe people using their fake fame. Who knows? I mean, some people, if you got it, why not use it? But let's toss through some of these dollar store celebrities, and as we do, we just kind of look at them, discuss, and see if we can get them right off the bat. You can play at home. So here we go. Dollar store celebrities number 1. Who we got?
That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
I mean, right off the bat, yeah, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. And definitely, like, are we in like Denmark? Are we in Poland?
I got a European vibe. I'm getting some
there's definitely a European vibe. Is this just him? But he's got his affliction, his whatever. Louis.
He's forgotten where he is.
Yeah.
Hey, we love you, Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce, we love you. We love you.
Obviously, this is a very close, pretty dead on Bruce Willis on a bus. Bus Willis.
So,
here you go, bro. Yeah, there we go. Right off the bat, actually pretty good for the first one for dollar store celebrities.
That's pretty good.
Not bad. Moving on.
Is this Asian Danny DeVito? I don't mean to like jump the gun, but I mean this is.
It is.
There's no other.
Wow, killed it. And I thought the same thing. I'm like, it's definitely Asian Danny DeVito.
It's got to be Asian Danny DeVito. I mean, usually we try to tease this out a little bit, but it's either Asian Danny DeVito or who is this supposed to be?
Please do. The gang finds Frank's Asian
doppelganger. He's a dollar store celebrity.
These whores.
Yeah. So anyway, I started blasting. What? That's really good.
That's pretty good too. Honestly, if I saw that person, I'd be like, that's Robert Downey Jr. dressed up in a role. Like he's wearing like makeup, a prosthetic nose.
Yeah, he's on set. He's just getting like cappuccino around the corner. He doesn't have any scenes today. He's just coming to check out.
That's a solid RDJ, man.
Dude, that is a really good RDJ.
He looks pissed off.
Honestly. I mean, that's because he's like, they're fucking they can see through my disguise. I am the real RDJ.
All right.
Ooh. Ooh, this is a toughie on. Wait a minute here.
You gotta look. It's all in the face.
Okay.
Oh, it's so creepy.
Okay. Wait a minute. No, no.
Once you say it, you see it.
Is it a woman or is it a man? This is
A
a
woman.
yeah, but is it supposed to be a man? It's supposed
It's
to be
supposed to be man. It's supposed to be Trump.
It looks like Trump.
It does. Yugoslavian Trump.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
creepy. It's like if Trump worked the fields and was like a village woman somewhere.
Yeah, and if you get
Oh.
honestly, if you get like the hairband and like you get rid of like the back part of the hair, you really like the Trump face really pops.
Got it,
The
dude.
Trump face really pops.
Even the color of the skin and everything.
Yeah.
That's solid, man.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
This is another one where it's supposed to be a male. It's definitely a female slash.
I mean, that is not Samuel L. That's supposed to be female Samuel L.
That's female Samuel. I see it. I see him. He's like that motherfucker.
Oh my god! It's this
Look at
fucking
that.
like a big box store.
Yeah.
Oh my
female
god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Samantha L. Jackson.
Oh, my face is hurting. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Jesus.
a fairly good one. And the intensity's there too. He's just ready to say motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
That's on the tip of that woman's tongue is motherfucker.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
All right. So those are two interesting gender bending doppelgangers. Moving on.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's pretty good too.
Dude, these are pretty good. Like,
I mean, definitely Kanye West.
Yeah, Kanye freaking
News Channel 11 Kanye
Yeah,
coming
right?
to you live.
This is before he lost his Adidas deal, his Yeezy deal.
Mhm.
Man, I mean, RDJ, Bruce Willis,
Solid.
dude, Yay, they're all looking like pretty dang on point.
Know. This is so far as a fairly on the course fucking dollar store celebrities. Wow. Wow. Another one is fucking creepy, dude.
So it looks like it's supposed to be Will Smith, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's like Gone Will Smith.
Yeah, but it looks like Will Smith and Anthony Mackie like smashed together. Like 100%. You see what I'm saying?
I see the Anthony Mackie.
It's got the Anthony Mackie.
Wow.
And then the other dude, the dude sitting to the our right, his left,
it looks cropped, apparently.
It looks like he's photoshopped in. Like he looks like he's photoshopped.
It's a little strange. Or that guy's like, hey, can I sit next to you and take a picture because you look like Will Smith? He's like, yeah, whatever.
I think you're Guyana and Will Smith.
Yeah, Guyana and Will Smith. Dope. All right. We've had a few of these. We've had a few of these. I will say straight up, I guess just possibly naturally, like the other ones that we've had in the past were people that wore like, you know, the fake nose, or they were made up. I think we even commented on some past segments we've done where we thought people just looked like they went to the Halloween store and found, you know, the makeup. But this person, I would say naturally, this woman wakes up in the morning and walks out looking like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and I also think it's because she really doesn't know who the hell Michael Jackson is too much to like focus on trying to look like this. Like you said, she wakes up, this is what she looks like. This is not America. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where this is. This is like, this could be maybe it's Israel. Maybe it is.
And maybe she's like hooking too, you know, she could be working for a service. Like, yeah, you got a girl that looks like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, maybe it's like Serbia. Yes. Yeah, right. Listen,
you're just in
I hear you have the king of pop, but she has no penis. I will take her.
Code smooth criminal. Oh, yeah, we're on it. That
was perfect.
We'll send her right over.
That was perfect. Code smooth criminal. Oh, doctor, that's perfect. Well played.
All righty.
Well played. Okay, this has to be this guy's country being this character. It has to be.
I would only hope that this is what this is, because we both instantly got it.
Yes.
It's
so
frightening.
This is like Filipino Mr. Bean. Oh my god, he looks like we earlier in the episode we brought up the OG next at the time next console Grand Theft Auto. He looks like a Grand Theft Auto like video game character in real life.
Dude, he does. It's so surreal. And even like his face, like the reactions that he's doing. Okay, so it looks like the Filipino word for bean is sitaw. Sitaw. Mr. Sitaw.
Mr. Sitaw.
There he is. Yeah. Oh, that was good.
Jesus. Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
I gotta say, straight up, this Dollar Store Celebrities is the gender bending shit, and this one is blowing my mind because I see it immediately.
Okay, I feel like I've seen.
It's
not Elijah Wood, is it? Is it Elijah Wood? No,
it isn't. But it's a woman that looks strikingly like Elijah Wood right now.
Oh yeah, man.
It's even everything from the like little gap in the tooth, to the eyes, to the. It's terrifying. Yo, Frodo, what up?
Oh man, this is like. I feel bad for this woman because her her hair is also.
Hopefully, the man that you're with has never seen fucking the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, right. Like this is just not a good look all around.
But yeah, another just very striking little gender bending thing going there. But yeah, you're not fooling anybody, Elijah Wood.
You got to go to what lengths to get your role, Elijah Wood.
Yeah. One does not simply walk into fucking Mordor. They must wear a wig and earrings.
Yeah, Jesus.
And cross dress.
Because code smooth criminal, for Christ's sake.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's pretty good, too.
Well, he's got a hint. He has a new movie coming out as of the airing of recording.
Free advertisement. Yeah, but
definitely. And he's wearing his color. And he's wearing that color.
And it's funny. I want to say the actor did a movie where he like wore a fat suit too. And I don't even think he looked as good as like this version of him is.
Man, it's like it's in a flashback scene, and I know what that movie is actually not too bad. I think it's like some rom-com Christmas movie or something.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it like with a girl I dated whenever it came out. But yeah, it's actually not bad. He plays himself in it. But if you said fucking Ryan Reynolds,
if you said Deadpool himself, Ryan Reynolds, that's a fairly decent Ryan Reynolds. Yeah,
like stock footage of a graduating senior.
Yeah, like Catholic University graduate Ryan Reynolds or something. That's absolutely terrifying.
With his eyes too close together.
Yeah, definitely. All right, moving on. Officer Krumke. Well, that's weird. We had Will Smith in the other one. This one's pretty good too. This is almost like a time travel-y weird one too.
Fucking what's his name? Alfonso Ribeiro.
Yeah, the Carlton. Yeah, fucking Alfonso Rivera, Officer Rivera. Dude, yeah. Are you a time traveler, bro?
Oh my god. Oh man, dude. That's the only photo we have of our late husband, Carlton. Oh god, he was
killed in the line of duty.
He was killed in 9/11, man. This is all we got.
Oh my god. Never forget police officer Carlton.
Oh my lord.
All right, what else we got?
Oh, we're going. Jim.
Yeah, some Jim Alpert. Dollar Store Jim. Some Dollar Store Jim Krasinski.
Man, I feel like this guy, I think this guy like leaned into the Krasinski haircut. Quite like this whole like
this looked like work putting it up like that. That's work, dude.
Yeah, he definitely leaned into the Krasinski. Yeah, this is like where are you? You're in Iowa or you're in Michigan, maybe Ohio.
Good guess.
Yeah, but you've tried to pull off the Jim Halpert, and not for like a Halloween costume because you want to look like this on the daily.
Oh yeah. He wants the compliment. All right, Jim. What a fucking scumbag. Oh that's awesome, man. It's like if that dude was all like a scumbag, like this actor, but another just like, could be related to him. Could be related to him.
Now, oh man, like this one's fucking with me a little bit. All right. Oh man.
Do you know who it is?
No, this one's kind of fucking with me.
Really? Okay. All right.
Yeah, this one's kind of
All
fucking
right.
with me.
Yeah. It's definitely there in some instances. But it'll be another when you say it, you'll see it.
Oh man, this one's killing me now because I feel like I should know who it is. Oh man, I am
He
freaking.
also played a character from a comic book movie.
Also played a character from a comic book movie. Also, character for a comic movie. Oh man, what am I screwing up here? What am I missing here?
If you said actor James McAvoy,
Oh, okay.
you
I
are
can
correct.
Oh,
So,
I can see it now.
you know what I'm
All right,
saying? Like maybe
overthinking.
not like on the nose, but
No.
he's got the DNA in the face there.
No, I was overthinking it. I was the hat was also putting too much stock in the hat.
Charles Xavier.
Yeah, I can see it now.
There he is. Moving on.
This is
two really good doppelgangers for this show.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is like Turkmenistan Steve Carell.
Yeah. Amazing, dude. Yeah, this guy.
Steve Carell from Azerbaijan.
Yeah. Oh God. I love it, dude.
That's
Yeah,
a really good one.
a really good Michael Scott.
That's a really
honestly.
good one.
I love that it's like a picture in a frame as well.
Yeah,
Like
dude, that
somebody
guy's
has
like,
this hanging in their house.
yeah, he's like
Are you
dead.
related to Steve Carell?
From Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan. Yeah, not too bad, guy.
Oh man.
All right, here we go.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, it's sad. It's kind of scary, but it's there.
Oh no. Why am I
Again, some more gender bending
I
shit.
know. I'm trying to fucking I'm trying to get rid of the hair. I'm trying to like block out the hair to see the face.
Oh my God. Terrifying.
Oh man, I feel like I should know. And now I'm always
Okay, what I'm gonna say is it's the smiling of this person helps because when this other person smiles, this is the perfect like
Jay-Z.
yes, Ova. It's Jay-Z. Jay-Z, the smile part. Yeah.
Dude, because for a second, all I was like, man, all I'm seeing is like Michelle Obama. I was like, I know that's not right.
Jay-Z, baby.
Jay-Z, there we go.
Beyonce's husband.
Yeah. Once I got rid of the fucking the curls are really screwing me over.
All right, 3 more round the corner. Almost done here. Here we go.
Oh
Moving on. Next one. Ugh.
Oh, is this supposed to be? Well, this person.
Ugh.
Okay, I think I know who this person is supposed to be, but they're.
It's
I don't know.
too pasty. It's a lot of things.
Is this supposed to be the Lady Gagas? Is this supposed to be Lady Gaga?
This is supposed to be Lady Gaga, and I mean, I guess the red dress and like the eccentric gloves and even the hair, but the whole like. Everything else is scary.
Yeah, this is very try-hardy. I don't know.
You tried too hard, girl.
Yeah. Your Gaga is not good.
No, that's the worst one of the pack so far. All right, moving on.
this is a pretty good one.
It's pretty good, but it's also just like I don't like this guy already because he just looks like a piece of shit that knows that, and I can imagine he charges a lot to like show up and be the impersonator of this character.
Yeah, he knows. He's like, you know that I'm not this guy, and I know I'm not this guy, and I wish I was this guy. And you're not Colin Farrell, unfortunately.
You're not Colin Farrell, and it's like I like that this is like also like a phase of this was like the this period of time, like early 2000s Colin Farrell, where he was just like clubbing it up and fucking chicks and
drunk.
Like
problem drinker Colin Farrell.
Yeah, before his like Academy Award sweep or whatever. All right, last one. Let's end with a bang. How do we go out? Let's go with wow. It's scary. It's really scary. I mean, what a tribute, but it's scary. I don't know. That guy's eyeliner. I love the guy liner. Prominent.
It looks like Scottie Pippen is playing this person.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen as the artist formerly known as Prince.
Oh man,
yeah,
Jesus Christ,
it's fucking terrifying.
And this is taken at a place where
performing.
Yeah. So this is definitely intentional to
Purple Rain cover band, baby. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Well, that rounds off quite, I will say, an incredible dollar store
Yes,
celebrities.
bravo.
Some really good
Oh,
ones
man.
in the mix on this Seggy
Oh,
dollar
well
store
done.
celebrity.
Bravo.
We
Well
just,
done.
dude, we always have fun playing that
Oh,
game.
yeah, my face hurts.
Ton of fun.
Oh.
Folks, this brings us to the end of the road. Here in 2001, we made it.
Thank
3
you.
categories. You know, we talked some news, we talked some lingo, talked TV. There's some segments in there, a little trip down memory lane. Granted, an overall blanketed sad year. However, little specks of surprise in there. Some happy moments, some fun memories.
Yeah,
More
hopefully,
we could ask for.
yeah, hopefully that there was this year's episode was not overshadowed by the unfortunately overwhelmingly bad news, but I don't think it was because, like Tom mentioned, we had some good stories after some bad news. We had some fun with lingo and some TV shows that, like I said, hey, call your mother, ask her what her favorite episode of Alias is. I know I'll probably be doing that when I talk to my mom tomorrow. But as always, thank you very much for tuning in to Anachronology. And as always, please, if you like the show, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It costs nothing to click a little button. And if you want to throw us $5, you can check us out at Anachronology on patreon.com.
Well said, my friend. Thanks, as always, to our viewers and our listeners for tuning in, coming with us on this crazy journey as we jump year to year. And we'll catch you on the next one. So take care.
Next
See you then.
time. Later.
Bye.